Welcome to Knowledge Quest Lighthouse. This video is going to help us know or understand how to communicate in English fluently. Now, number one factor that you should consider before you speak English fluently is build a strong foundation. Building a strong foundation in terms of where you are, in terms of just learning basic sentence structures, learning how to communicate from the environment that you are, in terms of greetings, in terms of food, in terms of travel. So number one factor that you should, or number one tip for you to be able to communicate in English fluently is build a strong foundation in terms of just basic English, sentence structures, being able to communicate from where you are, in terms of food, in terms of greetings, in terms of travel, in terms of where you are, a job, and the environment. Now, number two is practice speaking daily. Practice speaking regularly, oftenly. Speak English from wherever you are. Speak English to the people that surround you. Just practice speaking daily. It doesn't matter the mistakes you make. It doesn't matter how or what the people think about what you're talking about, but be able to practice speaking English daily, regularly. Do it every other time that you get an opportunity. Number three is listen actively. When you're listening to movies, or when you're watching movies, when you're listening to songs, when you're listening to podcasts, be able to listen actively, so that even if the movie has subtitles, be able to follow through the subtitles and also be able to understand what they are saying. Listen to podcasts, listen to songs effectively, listen to the lyrics of the songs, so that your English and your communication in terms of English might be able to improve. Number four is think in English. Do not just think in your native language in terms of where you come from. Sometimes thinking in English also helps you build your English in terms of just mental translation. Whatever happens through the day and whatever is being translated in your mind, can you translate it in English, so that you're able to build your English very, very, very effectively. Think mentally, and everything that you're saying in terms of your mental space, please do it directly in English, not in your native language. That way you'll also be able to build your communication in English effectively. The next one is improve pronunciation. How do you improve your pronunciation? Is by reading through articles daily, reading through books daily. You can also practice tongue twisters and just being able to say them 3 to 4 times or 5 or 10 times in a day, so that your English can be able to build up and build up very, very, very effectively. Have tongue twisters like she sells seashells by the seashore. Be able to say or pronounce words in those tongue twisters very, very effectively. That is also going to help you build up your English and be able to communicate effectively by improving your pronunciation in terms of the words, in terms of just reading articles, in terms of being able to read aloud tongue twisters. The next one is focus on communication and not perfection. Every day you speak English and you want to improve in your communication in English fluently or effectively. Focus on communication, not perfection, because some people will want to dangle in between perfection. You cannot be a perfectionist in terms of speaking. Just focus on communicating. Whatever mistakes you'll be making, whatever mistakes that you will be making as you go through, that is what is going to build your fluency in terms of communication in English. So just focus on communicating. Don't focus on perfection. All the mistakes that you'll be able to make by reading aloud, by writing stories, by entering diary entries, social media posts, make them in English on your Facebook, on your social media platforms. Just be able to communicate and do it effectively. So focus on communication and not perfection. Then the next one that you factor that can help you build your communication in English or be able to communicate in English fluently is engage with English content. Read books, read articles, read newspapers, and read aloud. You engaging with this material will also help you build your communication in terms of fluency in English. Write reports, write short stories, write diary entries. Engage with English. Engaging in English with English content will help you build up and build up effectively your communication in English fluently. Then you can also focus on real life conversations. Just build up real life conversation in terms of role playing. You can role play scenarios at home in terms of ordering food, asking for direction, introducing yourself. You can role play this in your house or at home or in whichever environment you are. Role playing will help you build up your communication effectively. Just before you get to an audience of people in which you need to communicate, you can role play it at home, ordering food. You can role play asking for direction, introducing yourself. That will be able to help you also build up your fluency in terms of English and communication. Then the last one, number 9, which is stay consistent and confident. No one should ever tell you or let you down in terms of communication. Stay consistent, set your goals, be able to do uh, everything that I've said. Do it daily, do it hourly, do it every other time. Stay consistent and have your schedules in which you'll be speaking and communicating in English, so that you are able to build that consistency, because a consistent learner or anyone who wants to speak fluently in English, when you're consistent, it builds up and builds up your English very well. Then stay confident. No one should talk you down. Keep doing it every other day. And 1 step, 2 steps, 3 steps, every other day will be able to boost and improve your English communication to be very, very fluent. Thank you. I'll catch you up in the next video. That's been Knowledge Quest Lighthouse. See you in the next video. Thank you.